All right, I'm back with Andy Maurer from Pursue Whole, and we're going to do rapid fire. Okay, you ready? You got your seatbelt on?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Do you have a favorite quote?
We quote the pain is a pathway to growth a lot. That's become a personal kind of motto for me and what we use in our company. I really like Maya Angelou's quote, I did what I knew, but when I knew better, I did better, which is all about if you don't know about places inside of you, you can't change. So you do what you know, but when you know better, you do better.
What was your fondest memory as a kid?
We used to go down to the river bottom with my father, and the river bottom is Tempe Town Lake before water was in it.
You were definitely a local if you're talking about
I was. So Tempe Town Lake a long time ago didn't have any water in it, and you could go down there. And me and my 4 brothers, we would go down there with my dad, and we would explore. We'd find treasures. We'd just explore down there. And it was an amazing time of adventure because, you know, nowadays everything's private property, everything's closed in. So just the ability to get out and explore fun places like that as a kiddo was amazing.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh, I just had ice cream this week. So Bluebell ice cream. I just had chocolate chip cookie dough, and it was amazing. And I ate way too much because my wife was out of town, and she came back. And
look at Mr. Fit over here.
The 5-gallon jar. I told her the kids ate all of it, but in reality, I had probably more than I should have eaten.
All right, vulnerability. What's your worst fear?
Hurting people and being able to do something that emotionally causes pain for them, because my greatest passion is to alleviate pain. So if you flip that over,
it's almost like
it's if I emotionally hurt someone.
Your kryptonite is your strength. Almost,
yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah. What are you reading or listening to right now?
A lot of master classes. So I listen to James Cameron's master class actually on filmmaking. I love that. I listened to Bob Iger's master class on leadership, which was amazing, the Disney CEO. I listened to Richard Branson's master class on entrepreneurship. So I really like master class, the way it's filmed and documented. I read a lot of books that our listeners wouldn't really like on like polyvagal theory, which is, you know, fancier.
What movie could you watch over and over again?
Like Interstellar, Batman Begins, Dunkirk.
Ooh.
Any ones that have Hans Zimmer doing the music and I'm spacing on his name now. Who's the filmmaker who did? Oh, Christopher Nolan. Thank you. Yes. Christopher Nolan, who created actually the new movie that just came out on the atomic bomb. He's such a great filmmaker. Yeah. I could watch any of his movies over and over.
What is the one crazy thing you'd like to do if there were no consequences?
Probably ride a motorcycle at like 180 miles per hour. But I did that when I was in high school and college. And now that I have 3 kids, I can't do that anymore.
What would you like to be remembered for?
I think I'd like to be remembered for how I made people feel when they were in my presence, and that they felt like I was able to take the healing that I've gone through and produce healing inside of them.
Who's your favorite person in the world right now and why?
My kids, and being able to see their joy for the world and their uniqueness and creativity. And honestly, I bring up breakdancing so much in the episode because just seeing them do that, I see their personality come alive and them being able to express themselves in just really amazing ways that brings me joy.
How would your parents describe what you do?
I don't know what they would describe. I'm trying to think about my mom. I talk to her pretty frequently. I think she'd probably say like meets with people to talk about what they feel.
Andy puts duct tape on their brain.
I don't know. That's a hard one.
What do you think your industry will look like in another 5 to 10 years?
Well, the coaching industry is already really boring and outdated. So I hope that it looks a little bit more relevant for the reality of what leaders are actually struggling with. I think we're super content saturated with just noise in the market. Everybody has an opinion and a voice about stuff, and no one really knows what they're talking about. So I just wish and hope that the industry would be more about specialists in different industries rather than people coming on and talking about, 1,000 different things just because it's the hot topic of the day.
What occupation, other than, of course, what you're doing now, would you have liked to have tried or were you destined for?
Maybe a magician. My team always laughs at me when I say that, but I love sleight of hand and I love puzzle boxes and like figuring out how they work. So magic is this beautiful opportunity for people to go, how did you do that? It's wonder, it's curiosity, and people have lost all wonder in life. Yeah. They can have whatever they want, whenever they want. So when you do something like a sleight of hand and a card shows up randomly somewhere, people come back to like their childhood state, which is like, oh my gosh, like, where did that go? What happened? And I would love to create that kind of experience for people.
What did you learn recently?
I think I learned that over the last 12 months that as much as I love my boys, my children, I will inevitably leave wounds and holes inside of their hearts. And for me, I've come to terms with that instead of feeling ashamed that I'm not able to meet every one of my kids' needs or that I've hurt them in certain ways. And I've really tried to approach it more of how do I surround them with other men who are really good at loving them or supporting them or caring for them in ways that I just can't as a dad. So I can't fill every hole in my boys' hearts even if I wanted to, but I do believe that I can surround them with other group of men who can fill every wound in their heart. And that's kind of my passion and goal over the next 10 years.
What would you do if you were a billionaire tomorrow?
I'd probably do pretty much the same thing that I do now. I really love the life that I live. I love my family. I love where we're at. I think what I'd probably do is finish remodeling my house, honestly, for a couple of reasons.
I don't know. You might have to go on the payment plan.
I've maybe go on the payment plan. Or just take my kids out on a really fun experience where we don't even have to think about money. We don't have to think about limitations. We just go and we have fun somewhere.
The journey, yeah.
Yeah, we just have memories together.
What is something you are great at cooking?
I make a pretty wicked guacamole.
And what's the best advice you've ever been given?
Probably to forgive myself when I make mistakes and not be so hard on myself when I hurt others, and to just be kind to myself.
Final one. If you were in a movie, which movie character would play you?
Well, I really like Batman, so I would hope that, Christian Bale in one of the Batman movies could play me.
Well, I could see you in
fit and he's, intelligent, some billionaire.
Sean, he's got the Christian Bale kind of vibe going. Yeah, I can see it.
Maybe, but Christian Bale is pretty cool. I guess I'd want to be Batman.
All right.